unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. On first down, it's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw on second down is Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
From the 50, it's Locke. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Locke. He's got time. And this one's incomplete. There's some flash on this offense, and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey. Four down.
Throwing on third down, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. 8 yards to go here on second down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Luck now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they're operating in the red zone.
Got it left. Got it left. Check 59, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's been a pretty darn good drive. Start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at first and goal.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Everyone's got 4 down.
From the gun, here's Love. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing Jones. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll go on the ground. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. I love it. See if they dial it up this drive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the 1st down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Locke throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Colts are going to have a first. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Halfback sent in motion, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's incomplete. Now Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go. Man 30. Let's round. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. The tight end in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Jones keeping it on the sneak. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They come out here in the eye. Now back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. Second and 10, Luck again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
To throw is Luck. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here come the Dolphins. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Luck on the sneak. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Now it's Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding time. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back to throw. Love toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Love over the middle. Dorsett. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 94 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, it's locked. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the fourth. Yard line, that's where the return stops. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go back to the air here after the INT. He'll buy some time right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. So now it's first and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Jones. Buying time to his left. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And he receivers in motion here in the backfield. Throwing Jones. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So here's a big spot for Kyle Brenza. This for the lead in the final stages. And Brenza's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
All right, here we go.
He's back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at come the Dolphins now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always. Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A road win in the National Football League.